Australia and New Zealand, the passion and enthusiasm that they brought in during that whole celebration, the whole week, from the float parade all the way through to the performances that evening, right up to the 4th of August, was really exciting. It was so good to see. And then on top of that, of course, we had the participation of all the member countries that came to help us celebrate. 37 different countries with some of the leaders of the Pacific being present there. The state dinner that we held that evening of the 4th was exciting. Having the likes of representatives from the US and China, as well as from our regional partners, was really good. I think one of the other highlights, more on the heartwarming side, was the public reconfirmation of Sir Tom for another term as the King's representative on the day of his birthday as well. So his birthday is on the 4th of August. So it was a really nice special touch that we did there. We took the opportunity during the Constitution also to hold a Paenua Leaders Forum, focusing on planning, service delivery, coordination, which is going to be important for us in this coming year, 2026. From the economic side, the financial performance side, again, this year has been a record year, over 175,000 to June of 2025, and next year that number we're expecting to hit up to 200,000. So it's our policies around the tourism, the airline route development are really starting to pay dividends. And just talking to Air Rarotonga recently, this year, Aitutaki will have received 50,000 visitors.
Wow.
Which is an extraordinary growth in the tourism development in Aitutaki. And you can just see that when you do go to Aitutaki and see the amount of how busy it is, the amount of construction that's going on, the development around the harbour areas, the work they've done on improving the runway. All of these things have been leading towards being able to support a thriving tourism sector, but one that engages the local population so that the benefits do flow out. And we've seen that here in Rarotonga, where businesses have made really good business this year, all the way down to the market vendors, growers, anybody who supports the tourism industry in any way, the contractors, trades, everyone has been doing really well. And it's reflected in our growth rate, 5.9%, 86% growth, which is good, again, for us this year. And we've hit over $700 million GDP, so our highest GDP to date, and expected again to grow. At the same time, we've managed to reduce net debt below 30% GDP, and restored our cash reserves above the 3-month safety threshold. So our recovery out of COVID has been going really, really strong, and now we're in the next phase. It's no longer recovery; it's really growth moving forward. We've been through all of this. We've been able to maintain our key government services. We've been able to increase and address areas of cost of living through adjustments in salaries and wages for public servants across the board, despite the pause in funding from New Zealand. And that's really, again, on the back of good, strong economic growth, good tax receipts that's come in. And this, I think I just read, I just was notified earlier this week, more work is now being pushed out to the other islands. The Northern Route battery replacement contracts have now been awarded, so that's a big chunk of work that will be going out to upgrade and replace the existing battery stations in the Paenua, starting with the Northern Group. We're also working now on the Southern Group as well, as their end of life use comes about. In the area of climate change, climate resilience, ocean leadership, I was so proud of our team from the Ministry of Finance in securing the funding of nearly $40 million from the Green Climate Fund. as part of a enhanced direct access modality. And I recall a few years back, as the Minister of Finance, advocating very strongly with other countries for this modality that we use, the enhanced direct access, to make access to climate financing easier and quicker for Pacific countries, particularly countries most at risk from the impacts of climate change. The enhanced direct access means you have entities which are accredited, and Ministry of Finance was one of the first ones in the Pacific to be accredited directly to the GCF, the Bank of Cook Islands subsequently as well. So we have two of our entities directly accredited, but the team that put together the application and worked with the GCF, led by Tessa Waitoru, Wayne King and others from the Ministry of Finance, from Climate Change Office, to secure this funding is significant, because it allows us to upgrade over 2,000 homes and buildings to meet the building code cyclone standards. So there was a lot of survey work that was undertaken right across Rarotonga, our Paenua, to codify and really specify what the needs were in terms of building resilience to the impacts of climate change for us. And this led then to this fund being approved by the GCF. So big congratulations really goes out to that team. Infrastructure is a continuing program for us. We've seen the work commence on Nika'o Road, and this work is commenced under the new Infrastructure Act, which requires a whole overlay of things that need to be part of the roading contract, especially drainage work. So there was a few complications with the Nika'o Road. The first one, the road had not been gazetted, so there was a whole legal process to go through with landowners to confirm that this is the road, and then the subsequent work on providing proper drainage through these areas, through the Nika'o Back Road area, had to be added into this to this project. But it's being done and it looks really good, so that work is now rolling out, and from there we hope to push that work to continue up through to Titikavaka without any delay, and work its way then around Poikura, so that we can complete the road sealing program right around the island with the hot mix on our roads. At the same time, we've got to deal with things that crop up. So the Aitutaki power was a major one for us, with disruptions to power in Aitutaki. So in the supplementary budget, $750,000 put aside for replacement generator for Aitutaki, and that's gone through. Since then, we've had the Manihiki generator burned down, and we've had to work quickly to get a supplementary generator up there to help with the solar generation. Then since then, the Atiu battery plant burned down, and now we've had to work very quickly as well to make sure that their current diesel generation is capable of meeting current demand. But these are works that will now in the new year come in as urgent works that we have to do. Other than that, things such as our completion and rollout of our Finance Management Information System, the FMIS, is nearing its completion. This has been a complex project since more than close to 10 years now that we've been working on this FMIS. So it's been a program of centralizing all government agencies, pioneer agencies, under this system of financial management, storage and information capabilities. It means that you can basically now identify, if you want to know how much fuel the whole of government uses, this information can compile all of that very quickly, so that you can have a figure how much photocopying paper does the government use in a year. This sort of information we couldn't get before. You had to go through different agencies and compile it manually. So the use of technology is really helping us fast track what we're doing now. The airport in Manihiki, the delivery of machineries commences in the new year to Manihiki, so that the work can start in the sealing of the runway for Manihiki. Our two new freight vessels will be arriving next year as well, one from Japan, one from China, to help supplement our inter-island freight services. Um, Also this year, during our 60th celebration, the leaders that were here marked the 40 years of the South Pacific Nuclear Free Treaty, the Rarotonga Treaty on the proliferation of nuclear weapons and testing and storage in the Pacific. The Marshall Islands signed the Treaty of Rarotonga in March of this year, becoming the 14th state party. We signed a new groundbreaking air services agreement with French Polynesia to expand our air connectivity between Rarotonga and Papeete. So our flights are now increased from 1 flight a week to now 4 flights a week, enabling us to hook up to the international hub in Papeete for flights out to Europe, the US, and to Asia. We announced new cooperation with the United States in the areas of research, development of our seabed minerals, and we welcomed the research vessel, the Nautilus, here just a few months ago, to conduct research in our waters. Alongside that, of course, we reaffirmed our cooperation with the People's Republic of China, with their vessel arriving next year, as I mentioned, along with delivery of a couple of electric buses that we are looking to utilize in the public transportation system alongside our local companies. And also the arrival of their research vessel, the Dayang Hao, who did a transact from Fiji to Rarotonga. Both of these countries we're looking to further develop their engagement in the area of research and exploration in our deep sea, as well as in other areas as well. Japan, again, they arrived and visited and reaffirmed our partnership, including with the delivery of their vessel to the Cook Islands. The Japan program has supported over 230 different training opportunities for Cook Islanders as part of our bilateral program. So it's been a really quiet but effective contributor to capacity building in the country, alongside their grassroots funding program, which supports a lot of communities in developing their community initiatives. The Japan Grant Fund, along with the India Grant Fund, has been two of the more effectively used small grants that have been utilized by our people and our communities.